So this is breaking news. It's about an hour old. The Biden administration has lifted the ban on striking inside Russia, but only to a limited degree. So I'm going to explain what that means, and this will be a very brief video. So they gave the okay around Kharkiv, and the reason is that that's the place that's most embattled, and things change in the battlefield, but it's not lifted elsewhere. So here we are. The Biden administration has quietly given Ukraine permission to strike inside Russia solely near the area of Kharkiv. The U.S. made the decision to allow Ukraine flexibility to defend itself from attacks on the border near Kharkiv. This is Politico. It's a stunning shift. The administration initially said would escalate the war, but more directly involving the U.S. in the fight, but worsening conditions for Ukraine on the battlefield, namely Russia's advances and improved positions in Kharkiv, led the president to change his mind. Fundamentally, Joe Biden has a inclination not to escalate. That is his go-to position, and so he's been kind of pushed into this position by the attack on Kharkiv. The Biden administration hinted that a decision had either been secretly made or forthcoming in recent days. That was being hinted at yesterday. Okay, here is another article about it. Joe Biden partially lifts ban on Ukraine. Same kind of thing. The change in American policy is understood to apply only to defend the area of Kharkiv, but it won't be long, I think, before it's going to apply everywhere. I think it'll come in a month, maybe a few months, but it'll apply. This is a breaking news story and will be updated more. Military News also carries this. Again, in Kharkiv, 2 U.S. officials familiar with the matter reported. Officials who requested anonymity to discuss a sensitive matter. They said the U.S. policy calling on Ukraine to not to use American provided long-range missiles and other munitions to strike inside Russia offensively has not changed. Okay, so again, this is all that we know at this point, but that's a big deal. That's a really, really big deal. And so there's 10 countries already, 11 actually as of this morning. I'll talk about this in my 3 big stories tonight. 11 countries who have already agreed to that, and the U.S. is partially on. And once the U.S. is fully on, Germany will probably come along as well, and we'll see how that plays out. All right, that's it. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.